Hi guys, so I said I would bring you an updated makeup collection. I know how many times people request this, so I thought I would bring it to you in a quick video. I have sorted out so much. Something I've noticed when I'm doing all of my collection videos is that I'm absolutely out of breath, and it's because I'm just talking continuously. So I'll try and be as succinct as possible, and hopefully I don't lose my breath. But if I start to pant, I'm really sorry. I don't know why. It's so hard work to go through all my makeup with you. So as you can see here, I have a spinny thing that I bought from eBay, and it's got my lipsticks in that are generally, on the whole, in fact, I think most of them, maybe apart from two, are budget. So I've got my Avon lipsticks, Maybelline, Revlon lip butters, L'Oreal. I've got my Milani lipsticks, my Renaissance lipsticks by Makeup Revolution, my other Makeup Revolution ones that I've kept, all of my ones from Rimmel, my Kiko lipsticks, and my NYX and Primark, and then on the top I've got my H&M ones and a couple of miscellaneous that I've kept that I just need to have a little play with. So those are my lipsticks, but they're my budget ones. Next up, you may have seen this before, this is my plate rack that I turned into a palette rack. So this I bought from B&M. I've said this before, I think it cost me £2.99 from B&M, and it generally, on the whole, most palettes fit in here, and I'll show you which ones and you can have a look. Most palettes do fit in here. The Makeup Revolution ones fit really nicely, but it's such an easy way to organise and see your palettes, so that's why I did it rather than just having them in a drawer. And I have so many palettes that I couldn't just have like a letter holder. So the ones that I've kept, because I did a massive clear out, the ones that I've kept are the Makeup Revolution blush palette back there. I've got the Lovable Lashes Caribbean Spices. I've got a couple of my Kitco ones. These are the magnetic palettes, which are so much cheaper than Z palettes, and I really like them. I love that it's got like a window at the front. So I have that magnetic. I've got two of those, one for matte, one for shimmer, although, oh, it's now not going back in. Typical. Here we go. I have my Crowd Colour Blush palette, which is just there. It's a magnetic one again. And another makeup palette that I've made up myself is this Makeup Obsession one, which I keep just there. Next I've got my Tarteist Pro palette. I blooming love this palette. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to open any of these one-handed, to be fair. Let's just see. Ooh. Yeah, I can do this one. There you go. So that's what that looks like. I absolutely adore this palette. I find it so easy for like every day. And if I was going on holiday, I think this is the one that I would take because it has everything in it that I would want. It smells of vanilla as well, really strong. I've got my MAC Warm Neutrals palette. I've got two Makeup Addiction palettes, Makeup Addiction Cosmetics. I've got Meadow, and I've also got Flaming Love. And these, I've kept them in the sleeves because I really love them. It's just easy to keep them in the sleeves. You don't have to. They're magnetic as well, so you can swap the shadows out. I've got my Beauty Killer, I've got my Androgyny palette, so I've got two of the Jeffree Star ones. I've got the Makeup Revolution Ultra Pro Glow, which I really love. And because I was sorting out my palettes, I came across these two that are in a drawer. Stila, this is In the Moment, which is like a purpley, it's got some neutrals on the bottom and then purples on the top, which I really like. Again, another one that I would probably just take away because it's got everything I like. And then the one that I've been using at the moment is the Stila In the Light palette, which is such a sort of cult classic. That's what I've been using at the moment. I absolutely love it. It's a bit like Naked One. Like, it's got those sorts of shades in it. It's got some cool shades down the bottom, but quite warm actually. Really love that. I've used it for the last few days. I'm really enjoying it. I told you I get out of breath. The camera's so heavy as well, like it's killing my hand. So I feel really like, oh. I've got my Sweet Peach palette. I've got my Lorac Pro palette. Look, I've used one of the shadows up nearly. See, look, cream just there. Can you see the pan? Major pan. I've got my Too Faced Love Flush palette. I can't get it out at the moment because it's stuck. There you go. Just there. I've got a new palette. This is the Jouer Springtime in Paris. It's so nice. Let me just open it for you. If I can. Oh, these are so hard to open one-handed. There we go. So that is what that looks like. It is stunning. So I'm really excited to play with that, but haven't had an opportunity yet. I've got the Stila Eyes of the Window Mind palette. This is the All Matte palette, which is a dupe for, well, it isn't a dupe. It's almost like identical in colours to the new Ultimate Basics palette by Naked Basics, that one. I've got the Makeup Addiction Holy Glow palette volume 1. This is a highlighter palette. It's got 4 highlights in it. I'm actually testing this out at the minute to see if I use it. I'm finding I don't reach for it very much, and there are billions of others that I'll show you in a minute, so I'm not sure about that one. So it's currently being tested. I've got a little Sleek palette here that's got 5 shades in, and they're really colourful. This is the Sleek what's it called? The Rockstars collection Hidden Gems. This was, I think, last summer. No, around Christmas time. I'll just show you it. There we go. I think I've got a blog post on it, and it's got like 4 colours in it plus silver. They're all shimmery, but they're really, really nice. I think they're really good shadows. And then finally my Modern Renaissance palette, which is stunning, stunning, stunning. So that is my little palette collection. These are the palettes that didn't fit in, to be fair. This just was too thin. It just kept slipping through. This is the Makeup Academy Burning Embers, is it? Yeah, Burning Embers palette. And then I've got my Urban Decay Vice 3 and Vice 4 there. They're too thick. They don't fit in there at all, but they stay in their little cases on top. You can see here I've got my glasses tower. You know I love my spectacles and I like to change it up. I haven't done for a while, actually. I love the top ones and the ones I've got on now. But I might start wearing those red ones. I really like those. So that will be in the future. They're all my prescription. And if I want to change them, I pay £6. I did a big video on that, so I'll link it down below, about where I get my glasses. So, top drawer, face drawer. I have all my concealers on this side, including things like my Naked Skin. I think I've got 2 high-end and 2 budget, and then I've got an e.l.f. one, which I only use for sort of correcting, because it's not a, like, spot correcting. It's too dark, and it's meant to be the lightest one. I'm currently trying this out. This is the Manakadar Glow Shimmer Lotion, and it's just a little one, but I prefer the smaller ones. I don't really go through them very often. And I'm using this in with my foundation that I'm trying to use up in a Project Pan. I've got a strobe cream and a Prep and Prime by MAC just at the back here, which I use on holiday, so I keep those for just in case. And then just as a weird side note, I've got my e.l.f. lip scrub. Let's see if this starts to focus, because it's not doing very well. An e.l.f. lip scrub, which I love, and I'm going to buy another one. And then I've kept the box for my first ever Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. So I've just kept the box. It'll probably end up in the bin, but I've kept it for a little while. I've got some foundations that I'm currently not using. The MAC Waterway, the e.l.f. I can't remember what it's called, but it's stunning. Stunning. This is the Illamasqua Skin Base in the shade 3, I think. Yeah, shade 3. And then the Rimmel Match Perfection. They're all quite yellow based, and they're all fair to fair light, maybe fair neutral as well. And then this is the Who Are You? I bet that won't even. Let's have a look. Are you gonna? Where are you? No, it's not going to work. So this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in, there it is, Moonstone. You can't see it. But I usually mix that in with my foundations. It's so big. It's so big. I don't know how I'm going to get through that. So I love that. The next drawer is eyes. I've got all my single eyeshadows, cream shadows, pigments, etc. in this side, and then anything that's in a longer tubey type thing, that goes in the white. So eyeliners, but not pencil ones, just eyeliners, lash glue, primers, brow stuff, any what are these called, like shadow sticks, they're all in this side. Yeah, mostly that sort of stuff, and opened, so that's if I've started using it. So for example, I am absolutely loving this. Is the Essence Lash Princess. I hate that I can't show you this properly. The Essence Lash Princess in Sculpted Volume, and I'm really liking it at the moment. However, I think it might be flaking a little bit, so I just need to check on that. And yeah, anything else that I've opened, I just want to finish. It's all in here. Well, apart from this, which is the Glitter Glue, which is a glitter shadow primer. I haven't tried that yet, and I'm looking forward to that. I have the Stila Magnificent Metals glittery thingy in Retro Rose Gold. No, Rose Gold Retro. I've got a, I think that is a Chanel cream blush in Mirage. I've got all my colour tattoos. I've got some single shadows, some pigments. These are the pigments from Makeup Revolution. They're really, really lovely. And I've also got the blue brown from MAC, which is a mini, which is just ideal for me. I've got a NARS single. I've got my Kiko singles. And yeah, just other ones in there that I really love. And then little pots of pigment as well that I might have got along the way. And these as well. These are the Makeup Revolution. What are they called again? I can't remember. Awesome Metals, I think. So I've got those in here too. So they're in that side. Moving on. This long video, sorry. So on the left hand side, I've got all blushes, cream, anything, and bronzers as well, if I've got any single bronzers. I don't have many of them, to be honest. Oh, that's stuck. There we go. So I've got like a little Stila. This is actually a convertible colour. It's for cheeks and lips, but I really love it for the lips. It's so pretty, such a pretty colour. It's in Tulip. I've got a Milani one. I've got my Hoola Benefit, and I've also got Rockateur and another one, I think, under there. I've got the Frog Princess blush by Lipstick Queen. I've got an MUA £1 blush that I've literally used to death, but I've kept it because I love that. And then I've got like a Chanel blush here and an Hourglass one, which I like to keep at the front because when you're looking at it, it just looks really fancy. It's like the NARS thing. I like to keep that at the front as well. And all of my high-end stuff, see, apart from the e.l.f., I guess, so it seems to come to the front. So this right-hand one is all budget highlighters. This is actually a highlight and blush palette from H&M, which I really, really, really rate. Let me just show you. Looks like this. I really love this. I love the blushes in it anyway. I think it's amazing. I've got my face palette, which is I've used to death. You can see here. Absolutely love that. But I've nearly used all the bronzers, so it'll stay in with the highlight. And it's a beautiful highlight. Makeup Revolution blushes. My Glow Commotion, which is a dupe for the Mary Luminizer. I've got a blush in here actually because I don't have anywhere else to put it because it didn't fit in there, but that's okay because it's budget still. My Model's Own highlight, e.l.f. and my Ubub one that is a dupe for the what's it called, Champagne Pop. So those are my budget ones, so I'm just going to pop that back. You'll see a bit of a forming pattern because I seem to have a ridiculous amount of highlights. So on the left here is mainly high-end highlights. There's another blush here by Charlotte Tilbury, which I couldn't fit again in that top drawer. This is in Ecstasy. It's really pretty. I've got MAC Soft and Gentle. I've got Gleam and Double Gleam. And I've also got the MAC Mariah Carey collection one. I've got a Skin Frost, which I love. Do you know what? I think I've been covering the microphone. Sorry. That's great, isn't it? Doing well, Leah, doing well. I've got the Hourglass Ambient Lighting powders. I've got this little beauty, the Kevyn Aucoin. This is a highlighter in Candlelight, and it's so subtle, but it's beautiful. I got that from Mrs. Ginger, from Mrs. Ginger's Beauty Channel from Karen. And then I've got 2 palettes from MAC. And then in here I have palettes and face palettes. So I've got the Peach Glow, I've got the Too Faced. I think a lot of these are high end apart from maybe these 3. I've got the Peach Glow palette, I've got the Peanut Butter Jelly palette, I've got 2 MAC Mariah Carey quads in here. I've got the 2 of them. I've got the Renaissance palettes, Glow, and the Day and Night palette, eye palettes. I've got 3 budget face palettes. One is the collection one, and these are the W7 ones because I've nearly finished those. I've got a Tom Ford palette in here, Tom Ford Quad in Honeymoon. It's one of my most prized possessions. And then I've got another iron face palette here, which is a Tarte one. And then I've got 2, oh, the drawers come out. I've got 2 of the Viseart palettes. I've got the warm neutrals and I've got the editorial one, which I love. Both of them, they're both matte palettes. Oh, that's heavy. I can't get that back in. These drawers I got from Amazon, and I really want to get some more. I absolutely love them. I love that they're split in half. I love how deep they are. So I'm definitely considering getting some more. And these are my Moji. What's it called? Muji drawers. You know, every blogger's got them. On the top, I've got my Blushing Heart. I've got Blushing Heart and Candy Queen of Hearts, Goddess of Love, Goddess of Faith highlighter, the Blushing Heart, Peachy Pink Kisses and Pink Ice, I think they're called. So I've got those 2, which I absolutely love. And then in the very middle at the top there, that is the Mariah Carey face powder. This drawer is makeup I want to try out and that I'm blogging about. So I've got the Charlotte Tilbury eye crayon. I've got the new Mega Volume Miss Baby Roll mascara by L'Oreal, which I don't want to open yet. I've got a Laura Geller foundation, a Manna Kadar blush, some Manna Kadar liquid lip velvet type things, the Becca Chrissy face palette, the All Nighter spray, and a Lime Crime mini that I got in my Cult Beauty haul. Then in this drawer, another drawer full of highlighters. I've got my Becca Jaclyn Hill highlighter palette, and underneath that I have the, this is the new one from Barry M. I've got the new Zoeva Spring Strobe Spectrum. This is flipping beautiful. I use it a lot, and it looks, oh, let me just try and open it. Oh, here we go. So they look like pretty average colours, but when you swatch them, they are all, what's the terminology? Look, you can see they have, I don't know whether you can see it. Yeah, you can see that they're duochrome. So this one's like a green. You've got a yellow, a pink, a green and a blue, but you can't tell that in the pan at all. Like, they're completely different colours. Love that. It is just stunning. Really, really, and it's so thin. Love it. Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette, and then I've also got the highlighter palette from Primark that I need to test out. So that fits in there very nicely, actually. Lips. Let's get on to lips. So in here are my favourite liquid lipsticks. I put them in the top, or where I've got a number of them. So I've got all of the Barry M Matte Me liquid lipsticks. I think there's one I don't have, but I'll have to check. I love that formula. It's my favourite formula of all time. So amazing. Absolutely love them. I've got 3 of the Makeup Revolution lip kits in Echelon, Regal and Rain, I believe. Then I've got 2 LA Splash liquid lipsticks at the back there. And then my Colourpop satins and mattes at the top on the right. I prefer the mattes. A lot of people love the satins, but I find they're a bit too sticky. I prefer the mattes. That's my personal preference. And then in here I have all other liquid lipsticks. I've got my Kat Von D liquid lipsticks there. I've got a Stila liquid lipstick, but I want to buy some more. I've got my ones, that one I used for my wedding. They're the Maybelline ones, the Coloured Rain ones, the Bare Minerals Gen Nude ones, which are stunning, by the way. Really love those for comfort. I've got 2 NARS. I've sold the others because they were all the same colour. 2 Tarte ones, a Sephora lip moussey cream type thing. And then at the back here, which I've been wearing today, is my Jouer one, which I really love. And then right at the back, there's a little Tarte one, which I love. I love all of them, which is why I keep saying I love them. And in here is sort of a extras drawer. So I've got my little mini Colourpop lipsticks here. They've got a liner and a lipstick in them. Little mini Colourpop mattes. I've lost one somewhere. I wish I knew where it was. This is a Chiarte Liquid Velvet, and it's so good. I've also got the Doll 10 Lip Velvet. This Colour Drama in Stripped Down by Maybelline is such a good formula. I really love that. This is a Matte Me liquid lipstick from Sleek in Birthday Suit, which I really need to try again, which is why it's in there. And then the Lip Euphorias. And then we have my lashes and some liquid highlighter, blushes, stuff like that. A drawer full of lip pencils and everything. I love my lip pencils. And then some eyeliners. An empty drawer, which means I have to fill it. Any lip pencils, chubby pencil type things, love these. Can't get rid of them, haven't used them for a while, but definitely will. And then any balmy type or lip glosses are in the bottom drawer. I don't have many. I try to avoid them if I'm honest. So yes, they are there. So that is my collection there. I'll just switch over to the other side in a minute so I can just show you the rest of it. But that is essentially that side. So on this side, I have, this basket's got stuff that I'm using at the moment. So the mascara and the two foundations I'm using as they are in a project pan. And then that is my current fixing spray. I love it. I actually think I love it more than the Urban Decay one. I've got my MAC Fix Plus, and then I've got any mini high-end lipsticks are in this little one here. And then all of my other high-end lipsticks are in this one. I have honestly downsized so much in terms of lipsticks. I've got all of my YSL at the back. I've got one Charlotte Tilbury, 3 Chanel. I've got a few MAC ones, Urban Decay, etc. And that is honestly it. I have a Tom Ford one here, but I have downsized so considerably. This one is a Benefit one. I've kept the box because I really think it's cute. So I've kept that one. I've got all of my sort of sponges and face stuff that in there. Not all my brushes and stuff, but just in there. I've got 2 little pots with things in. I've got like little scissors and any little tiny lipsticks or samples. All of my perfumes are here. I've got Diptyque, I've got Atelier Bloom, and a couple of others, Narciso, etc., which I want to talk about, and I will do. I'll do some, I might do a video on my perfume collection if you want. They're my brushes. Oh, and Rupert and some mess. And then my little bunny that I usually have little thingies coming out of his bottom. There you go. Little thingies. What are they called? Cotton pads. So that is essentially all my makeup. I know it sounds like a lot, but, and it is a lot, it's just not as much as it used to be. I used to have drawers and drawers full, but I've really condensed it down to stuff that I really want and that I really want to use. So I hope you have enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe and all that good stuff. Take care. Bye now.